Good evening, my nerds and nerdettes, and welcome back to another episode of Freaks Unboxing. Today, we've got X-Man, where we're going to be opening this one up, talking a little bit about X-Man and who he is, and giving my little rating on him and what I think about it. We're also slowly building the Build-A-Figure for Sugarman. So, let's get into it. Alright, so here we are. We have X-Man from Earth 295. A little bit of backstory on him. Sinister, an underling of the High Lord Apocalypse, artificially created Nate from the genetic material of Cyclops and Jean Grey. Sinister created Nate as the ultimate telepath and telekinetic, and hoped to use him in his own bid for power against Apocalypse. However, Nate aged to his teens rapidly. Cyclops went through and saved him from the slave pens, and which he brought him back to, I believe it was Forge, and Forge was the one that kind of trained him to kind of own his powers and taught him literally to be a good guy. So unlike Earth 616, where Nate Ray Earth 616 is the love child of Madeline Pryor, a genetic clone of Jean Grey, and Scott Summers. Here we go. This is the packaging and the inside of X-Man, aka Cable. Most people don't necessarily know that. So he's got two of the four forearms for Sugarman as well. And again, he has only one head, no arm, I mean no hands, no weapons. It's just the plain, just based figure. I'll get this popped out and get this set up. A lot of articulation points here, just in the Sugarman arms. Alright, so here goes one of the Summers. Here goes his mom right over there to his right. Kind of, technically. You know, and they use, I think he was also forged a part of the Macron crystal, I'm not sure exactly how you say it. It's the crystal responsible for giving Professor Xavier back his powers after he had his powers removed from him. He was captured, or that was that whole big, long storyline going on over there. Got a lot of articulation, as we would, normally expect to get from the Marvel Legends series line, and it does have the typical blue and yellow of the X-Men. His coat doesn't really seem like it comes off, but it does move. It is a little light piece of rubber. Pretty cool. They've got that iconic eye glow and showing his power, just kind of like they do with Cable. So very cool model. They even have the silver eye. Really difficult to see there. I like it. I think it's an interesting piece. Again, it's just it's a little on the boring side. No guns, not that X-Man really uses anything like that, but you've got one closed fist, one, open, I'm using my powers on you fist, hand motion. It's just not much you can do with something like that. Now, good thing about Marvel Legends is so many of them are interchangeable. It's just, you just have to have another another hand from somebody else in order to change something like that. So, it's a neat piece. I definitely like it. Big fan of the Age of Apocalypse saga, which is why we're doing this. It was a little difficult standing with just one. Let's see if we can get two of them on here. So an issue that I was actually having with some of the other Marvel Legend figures is that the peg slots for the feet and the pegs that you get on a typical base don't actually go good together, because the peg slot on the feet is a very shallow slot, which means that the peg won't actually go all the way in. Good thing I like about these figures right here is that using the stands that I currently have, the feet actually, the pegs actually go all the way in. So that's nice. If you got different terrain or something like that, you can always use these peg stands to kind of help them stand up just a little bit better. So that is 2 of the 7 figures that we have in the Sugar Man Build-A-Figure. Now, I don't know which set of arms these are, so let's go ahead and cheat here for a second. So we got X-Man, which comes with number 2, so these are going to be the top arms. It's always good to have a little cheat sheet. That was like butter. That was nice. That one just went right in. All right, so now we have the torso, face, and the top 4 arms of Sugar Man. Also, a little fun fact, I think Sugar Man was one of the people with the power of the McCran crystal, which also has the ability to travel to and fro time. But it also helps give them the ability to travel between the inner dimensions. Nate Gray, Sugar Man, I want to say Holocaust, I'm not sure, but and a couple others actually went from Earth 295 to Earth 616. So that's pretty cool. Still waiting to get that back piece and the other arms so that we can get these straps to sit on there properly. But Build-A-Figure is currently in progress. We are getting one step further with each one. Thank y'all very much for having me, and have a good evening.